Welcome back, guys, to Shifted Views, where we talk and discuss it all with no judgment, just shifted views. Man, for this new year, I'm back with Faraz. How
What's
you
good?
doing, buddy?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you.
It's been one hell of a year for
Oh
sure.
man, it has.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So, how's everything going with you?
For me, I'm just glad to be back on here and talking to everybody.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back on here. It's
Yeah,
been some
man.
time, and I know we got some good topics lined up, so we'll
Yes,
get into it, man.
yes, for sure. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Shifted Views, to the Instagram, Shifted Views. Let's get started. Faraz,
Last year was a big roller coaster,
it was.
right? Because it was both. We learned a lot.
Yeah,
We made, we made mistakes, but we learned from our mistakes.
absolutely.
But at the same time, we're alive
Yeah,
and we're here
yeah.
into a brand new year. But I think what the biggest thing now, I don't know about other people, but for me,
Uh-huh.
when the clock struck 2025,
Yeah.
it felt different.
How so? Because I felt the same for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
usually whenever there's like 2024 and the countdown happens, you
yeah.
have this like ecstatic feeling.
Right.
But then this time was just like, oh, it's just another year
Yeah,
that we like have to get to.
yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but what the biggest thing for me, I know
Hmm.
people have New Year's resolutions,
Right.
and a lot of people don't get them done because the thing is that they wait for a certain time,
Right, right, right,
like the new
right.
year, for them to
Hmm.
start.
Yeah,
And for me, for you, all of us, people that are performing at a high level, we're just doing it.
yeah, exactly. We start right in there. Because we were talking, I remember you telling me, why just wait? Just start now.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Where if you were gonna do it,
Yeah,
you might as well do it right now,
right.
because who knows if you're gonna make it to the new year.
Exactly.
So, but no, I think it was, it definitely flew by.
Hmm.
And I've been saying, man, I think something is happening in this world because the time is flying by way
Oh my
too
gosh,
fast.
yeah.
But hey, I think that's the part of when you're doing better
Hmm.
and you have a lot of things going on that
Right.
you start to realize that you need more time in the
Yeah,
day. So that's pretty much everything that kind of goes with that. But
yeah.
what about you, man? How was overall, man, in terms of your year?
It was a roller coaster.
Yeah,
I've been through a lot, learned a lot,
yeah,
and
yeah,
with everything that I learned, I welcome this new year and
yeah.
do things a bit differently. You
Yeah,
know,
I think that's the biggest thing that we have to, because if you do the exact same thing in this new year,
yeah,
it's just going to be the repetition
yeah, repetition.
of what happened last
Exactly,
year. So of
exactly.
course, whatever mistakes, whatever wins, whatever all the
Hmm.
accomplishments, losses that you had this past year, you can take it onto the new year
Yeah,
and conquer and divide what you
yeah,
want to do with that. So that's particularly kind of how
yeah.
my things went.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But as you guys can remember, Faraz is a coach, right? So what's an advice that you can give to the men's out there, for this new year?
Yeah. No, that's a great question, man. So I think the biggest thing for men would be
Hmm.
to take care of your body.
Yeah.
Number one, number one thing is get in shape for your body.
Right.
This could be if you're either single,
Hmm.
you're married, you're dating someone, whoever.
Yeah.
But as a man, you
Hmm.
want to be in the best shape of your life.
Right.
And I'll explain why. It's because some people usually get confused on why I say that. Because
Hmm.
when you get in shape, you essentially are taking care
Hmm.
of a really important piece of your life,
Right.
and the dedication that requires to be in shape requires you to have a good diet,
Right.
requires you to be on time to the gym, make sure you go
Hmm.
get your workouts in. And I
Right.
think that's the number one thing that allows the mental
Right.
clarity to start, because that's how we're going to process in the
Okay.
beginning of the year. That's a good way
Okay.
to put it.
And that falls within the category of personal growth.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Personal growth, personal development.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of New Year's resolutioners, they
Right.
always say we want to start the gym, we want to hit the
Yeah.
gym, and then by February
Yeah.
they're gone, right?
Yeah. They stop.
And that's what profits the gym owners.
Yeah.
They're like, absolutely, you guys can come on in, and
Yeah.
they'll basically get the gym membership and never
Yeah.
go back. But you don't want to be that guy.
Right.
So that's like my advice would be for all men, all ages, is
Okay.
take care of your body.
Okay. So when it comes to men's emotions, what do you have to say about that? Because there's the personal growth, and there's men's emotions. That affects everything. Just like you say, they start. Yeah, new year, I'm gonna start something. Then
Yeah.
they stop. they may be going through a breakup or something. So what do you have to say about from men's emotions?
I know it's a touchy topic
It is.
too for a lot of people because on one side we have that men should not be showing their emotion,
Right.
and on the other side we have men absolutely being emotional to the point
Yeah.
where they're bringing out a feminine energy.
Right.
Um, in my personal opinion,
Mm-hmm.
it's good to be sort of in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not always the case.
Right. Right.
It's never a perfect world, and usually you're going to be at a point where you may not be able to express your emotions.
Right.
But I don't think as a man that should stop you from
Mm-hmm.
still going to your path, staying on your journey.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, yeah, you're going to go through a breakup.
Yeah.
I think every man should go through a breakup.
Yeah. Yeah.
I strongly believe every man should go through a heartbreak in their life
Right.
because it's character development.
Right.
And that
Right.
pain that you feel, we
Right.
all have that one girl
Yeah.
that just absolutely broke us.
That wrecked us.
Wrecked us.
Oh man.
And you think about it, you think about her, you're like, damn, like everything that I went through with that person.
Yeah.
And you usually think about like, oh, I'm a lot better now. But if
Right.
I did not go through that
Yeah.
situation, that moment, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Yeah.
With the stability and the
Right.
mentality that I have. But I
Right.
think overall, man, you know, as a man, be in touch with your emotions,
Mm-hmm.
but you also don't want to let yourself too loose, or now people don't respect you.
Yeah. How do you approach setting personal goals for the new year? Do you focus on career, health, relationship, or just all of the above?
I think it's all of the above. 100%. You have to.
Okay.
Because you got to remember this is that people always think about goals being only career focused, business focused, how
Yeah.
do they make more money?
Mhm.
But they also have to remember that all other aspects of life are very
Yeah.
important. Relationships,
Yeah.
religion if you're religious,
Mhm.
and your kids, your family, etc. But
Right.
everything else comes into play.
Right.
But what is more important, man, is that you have to be very specific with your goals.
Okay.
That's where a lot of goals fail,
Mhm.
is because people are not very specific. You need to be so detailed in your goal. If you want to make a certain amount of money, don't just say $1 million.
Yeah.
Be like, I want to make this certain amount of money by
Mhm.
this certain time by doing XYZ.
Okay.
So you have the goal, you have the timeline,
Mhm.
and you have the action. What I like to coach my clients on typically,
Mhm.
and what's usually works, because the thing is, you want to have short-term goals and
Mhm.
long-term
Long-term
goals.
goals.
So, long-term goals can be 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the
Yeah.
line. However, your short-term goals can
Mhm.
be adding to
Okay.
your long-term goals. It can be
Okay.
a subset,
Right.
and you just kind of break it down
Mhm.
into like cookie crumbs.
Yeah.
So it gives you milestones to look forward to.
Got
Versus saying, I want to become a billionaire,
Mhm.
right? You can
Yeah.
set goals by saying, I want to have my first 100,000,
Yeah.
500 million,
Mhm.
etc. And that can be your subset of your goals. It can be in fitness, relationships, money,
Okay.
whatever you want to do, but it should fit into your overall picture.
Okay. So how do you stay motivated and focused?
Well, I would say this, man, motivation dies.
Okay.
You should never focus on motivation.
Okay.
What keeps me going is, if I stop now,
Mhm.
I lose more than I can
Mm.
gain.
Right. Right.
I will lose more, man, than if I stop now. Because number one thing, man, is I take care of too many people.
Yeah.
I have too many people relying on me.
Yeah.
And which is not an issue to me,
Yeah.
but as a personal, just who I am as a person,
Mhm.
that I take very seriously.
Yeah.
And if I was to give up, I'm
Right.
letting down those people,
Right.
these close people to me.
Mhm.
And also, the most important thing is I'm letting down myself. Because if I'm put on this planet
Yeah.
and I'm waking up another day,
Right.
who am I to give up
Yeah.
when there's someone else
Yeah.
who was not able to wake up today? And that's what keeps me going. It's the dedication. It's never motivation.
So dedication.
Dedication always, because motivation, it will die after a day, 2
Mhm.
days, 3 days. That's why
Yeah.
a lot of New Year's resolutions don't
Yeah.
work, because the motivation dies. Dedication,
Mhm.
when it hits after 30 days, that's when the real work starts.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts when it comes to, in terms of goal setting wise, right? Because from my perspective, I work with a lot of executives. I
Hmm.
work with high performing business owners.
Yeah.
But um, what are your thoughts in terms of goals, or what do you see typically that helps you when setting goals?
When setting goals, I like to write things down,
Yeah,
and work
yeah,
on it.
yeah,
Before I used to overwhelm myself with a whole bunch of things, but now I've learned to, to take it one at a time.
yeah.
Check the box. On to the
Do
next.
you see? Because I usually feel this, but have you felt that when the people you surround yourself with
Hmm.
is who you become? Do you believe in that saying?
That's a good question. I do believe in it, but I feel like I know myself pretty well
Hmm.
enough to not let other people influence my judgment or influence me.
Yeah,
I try my best not to let that happen.
yeah.
I like to motivate my friends. If one of us win, we all win.
We're all winning. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
So
I agree, man. I agree. What do you think? Like, because the thing is, now that we're going into New Year, a lot of people, what I've heard, usually are like, I'm going through this problem with this person.
hmm.
I really don't want them in my life, but they've
Yeah.
been there for me for so long.
Right, right. How do
But
you feel about that? Because it's hard to cut off someone because I've been in business with people where they've done me wrong,
yeah,
and I think that it would just be the best idea or good idea to just let them go because you don't want that to keep affecting you, or remind you of that moment.
yeah.
The best thing is to let them go. But I don't know because
What have you?
I
But have you dealt with that before?
I've dealt with it before.
How did you deal with that?
I said, okay, you know what? I need to let that person go, and I just find myself doing it for a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
even up to a month or two. But then again, I don't know why I always feel the need to just check on that person.
But are you checking on them in the sense of um, that they have the intentions that like they have that same relationship going, or just because you're a caring person, you're
Just
checking on their well-being?
yeah, I'm checking on their well-being. I'm a
Yeah,
caring person.
yeah.
You
So I
know.
think that's the biggest thing that people need to know the difference too,
Yeah.
because it's like the saying that you can either love someone
Yeah.
or you can have love for them.
Yeah.
So two different
Yeah.
things.
It's just I guess having love for that person.
Yeah, it's like, yes, I may not be with you anymore, like a
Yeah.
past breakup,
Hmm.
but I still have love for you.
Right.
If something was to happen to you,
Yeah.
I still check up on you. That's like
Yeah.
having love for that person
Right.
versus saying I love this person in this
Yeah.
given moment. Two
Yeah.
different things. But no, I get your point.
Yeah. I know we both have been done wrong
Yeah,
in the past. We deal with that situation differently. So as for
yeah,
you, if you want to share, how do
yeah,
you deal with that?
yeah, man. The thing is, like I said just before, right? What
Hmm.
as much as I would love to expect everybody to be good
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Um, there's bad people out there.
Yeah.
And for me, what I do is that I give everybody a fair chance.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a fair shot, no matter
Yeah.
what. But if you're gonna do me wrong,
Hmm.
it's your character.
Yeah.
And I personally don't. I can't affiliate myself with people like that
Yeah.
because then you're just bringing that negative energy to me.
Right.
And especially that as the business that I'm in,
Hmm.
my reputation matters, my
Right.
name matters.
Right.
And if I'm going to be affiliated with someone who has negative energy or they're a bad individual,
Hmm.
they do other people wrong,
Yeah.
it reflects on me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Faraz is friends with that guy or affiliated with that guy or girl, then he must be the same way.
Oh, so you do believe in birds of a feather flock together?
Yeah, exactly. And even though
Hmm.
I don't believe that because I see everyone as individual, but the most of the world sees it that way.
Right.
And it's one of those things where, but that only happens
Hmm.
if that individual does me wrong,
Yeah. Okay.
right? If you do me wrong. However, if it's a small mistake, a small disagreement we've had,
Hmm.
we can talk it through.
Okay.
But if you've defrauded me from money, you've
Yeah.
made me lose a bunch of money, or
Yeah.
you've done me wrong,
Yeah.
put my life in danger,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely walking away and keeping my distance from you. My
Okay.
biggest thing is as long as you have pure intentions,
Okay.
your character is great.
Okay.
You're an honest person. You do honest work.
Yeah.
You make your money honestly.
All right. So the main thing that you look at is character.
Your character, your
Okay.
intentions.
Okay. For this new year,
Yeah.
2025, do you hope to make more friends, or are you just gonna just let that happen naturally?
For me, it would be again. I believe in God.
Yeah.
I believe everything that I'm living, every single day that I wake up,
Hmm.
it's already planned out,
Okay.
and I know that I'm going to do my best, and whoever comes into my life, then either that person's there for a lesson
Mm-hmm.
or a blessing.
Lesson.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I know in this new year, I'm going to meet so many people. I'm probably going to get done wrong again. I'm probably going to meet people that are going to make me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably fall in love. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
If that happens, it happens.
It happens.
But I just want to keep an open mind of whoever comes, and not place judgment on people immediately. First, get to know them and see where that takes us and what their intentions are. What about yourself? What are your thought process of new relationships with friends, family, kind of everything? What are you thinking in terms of the new year?
I'm in this phase of my life where I'm not gonna force anything. The thing with me is I like to give people chances.
So how many chances do you think are enough?
2 chances. 2 chances is more than enough.
I think so too.
But
I think 2 chances are more than enough, man.
Yeah. But I'm getting to the point where, you know what?
But I'm sure we have some people out there,
right?
Some men, some women who give that person constant chances, hoping for things to get better.
Yeah.
Trust me, it will never get better. If that person messes up 2 times,
yeah, that's it. That's it. I just don't want to be the one and done type of guy, because I feel like people deserve breaks. They deserve a chance.
Yeah, 2 chances.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned too, because I used to be a one and done type of person.
Yeah.
But I learned 2 chances, definitely, because we all make mistakes. And that's how we learn.
Right.
And that's how we learn. But obviously it depends on the mistake too.
It does. It does.
We're not going to go in details.
Right.
But it depends on what the severity of that mistake was.
Right.
So, but I think it all depends. But again, why do you think people give constant chances? Especially in relationships.
Hoping for things to change, hoping to get a different result.
But why?
Because they don't want to lose that person.
Do you think it's because they're comfortable? I think
especially because they're comfortable.
I think it's because of the pattern. It's like, oh, let's say you're living together with them.
Yeah.
You come home and it's like you already know the routine.
Yeah.
You sleep together, you guys do everything together.
Right.
And then when that you're afraid of losing that person because you don't know what to do without them. And so, comfortability. And that's why, I don't know about you, but at least what I've, learned is that you want to, before you get into any relationship romantically, you want to be your own person.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to bet all your chips, all your time on that one person. Because what if they're gone? It's like trying to say that you're trying to find the missing puzzle piece in someone else.
Yeah.
Versus completing your puzzle.
Yeah.
So even if they do leave, they don't take a puzzle piece away. And you're back to square one chasing that puzzle piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think the same way?
No, I used to put all my chips in one person.
Oh my goodness. Junior.
I mean, I've learned.
Yeah.
I learned. You, me.
No, I mean, we all learn, man. I mean, no, I'm not gonna sit here and say I was never like that.
Yeah.
No, I was too.
Yeah.
But I had to go through the heartbreak. I had to go through the breakup to know not to do that.
Exactly.
And that's the thing where, if you're going through a breakup right now, if you're someone, a man, woman, and especially men, because it hits them so hard.
So hard. And women don't get that.
The thing is, you got to remember, it's different. It's completely different emotionally. Because women, it'll hit them immediately.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting it down.
Yeah.
It is still hurtful.
Yeah.
It's extremely painful for women too.
Yeah.
And for men, it's a delayed hit. It'll come after like 6 to 8 to 12 months later.
Yeah.
Because as men, we like to hide our emotions away.
Exactly.
And so when you're alone at night, about to go to sleep, that's when it comes like a truck and it hits you.
Right.
So during that time, I think is what usually kind of hits a lot of men. But again, like I said, if you're going through a breakup right now, and especially if you're a man, don't call your ex. Don't hit them back up. It's not worth it. Okay, it's not worth it. Don't do that.
So what would you do? Because I've seen that some men just they get addicted to stuff. Drugs. Some sleep around. Others destroy themselves.
Well, the thing is, it's not the other person's fault, right?
It's not the other person's fault. What do you mean?
It's not their fault that you did all that.
Okay.
For them, it's too that they didn't deserve that. Especially imagine the roles reversed, right? Let's say you're in a position where the a girl a
Hmm.
lady you're with
Yeah.
has done all that. It was a drug addict,
Yeah.
and she wants you back. But you have all these other options
Right.
who are willing to be amazing to you.
Hmm.
Never touch drugs,
Yeah.
ambitious, everything meets your needs. But then this ex here, I'm clean. Trust me, I'm clean.
Hmm.
Wants to come back in your life. My thing is that don't keep giving chances
Hmm.
to people that didn't want to respect you
Yeah.
or trust in the beginning. Give new chances to people. Give
Mm.
new opportunities because you
Okay.
may run into someone
Hmm.
who truly changes you for the better or just adapts to you
Yeah.
and you both just grow together versus
Mm.
giving the old person the same chances over and over again.
Yeah. I never thought of it like that, but
Yeah, I mean, everyone has their own ways of going about it.
yeah.
But I'm not saying that exes don't get back together.
Hmm.
Yes, they do get back together. However, as you mature and as you get older,
Hmm.
you you definitely don't. You want to ask yourself: are you getting back with this person because of the comfortability
Hmm.
that you guys had and you just missed that person,
Yeah.
or you have truly changed and gotten better
Right.
and need to realize: do you still fit together in a relationship? Because sometimes most of the times, what happens is that
Hmm.
once you actually get better, you
Yeah.
realize, wait, we don't align. Why
Yeah.
am I going back to this person?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I
true.
can just let me. I'm a new person now. I'm a
Hmm.
brand new person right now.
Yeah.
I should start brand new. But personal preference. If it
Yeah.
works for you to go back, you go back. But
Well.
however, I would not recommend going back. We only have one life,
Yeah.
so I say, go meet new people,
Yeah.
new experiences.
What do you guys think? I would love to hear it. Comment down below.
When most men are single, they're so hungry where they're just throwing their darts at every woman
Yeah.
versus taking a step back
Yeah.
and really thinking it through.
Yeah.
They're just shooting their shot constantly.
Hmm.
Be strategic about the woman you want.
Yeah.
Like work on yourself first. It goes back to literally our first point. Work on your health.
Yeah.
First, get in shape.
Yeah.
No one wants a fat man.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
No matter who says that, no one truly wants that. But as a man, you should be in the best shape possible.
Yeah.
You owe it to yourself
Right.
to do that.
Yeah.
Go get a better job. Go make money.
Yeah.
Go do good for yourself. Go change your fit.
Yeah.
So I see some guys who are 30, 40, 50 years old
Hmm.
dressing like 20-year-olds. I mean, dude, come on, man. Go dress your age.
Yeah.
Go get a haircut. Go
Yeah.
trim up your beard. Go.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. First, take care of yourself,
Hmm.
and then you will attract that woman.
Yeah.
Imagine being a 2 out of 10 dude and
Yeah.
trying to attract a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like
Yeah.
that.
It doesn't.
But men think it's possible. They think they can go out there, go chat up a girl, and they'll get a 10 out of 10 who's going to say, "Wow, I want this guy, this 2 out of 10."
Hmm.
No, you should go out there, and that's what makes you a high value man.
Right.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day, is being a high value
The
man,
value man. Yeah.
and a high value man attracts a high value woman.
Woman.
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Both ways. Women are as high value as men are as well.
Hmm.
And combined together, it's a whole different
Yeah.
ballgame at that point. Because a high value woman is someone who knows how to nurture and build a loving home.
Yeah.
That's an extremely high value woman.
Yeah.
Someone who understands gender roles,
Yeah.
both men and women.
Yeah.
A high value man protects and provides. A high value woman knows how to nurture and build a home.
Yeah.
A caring home.
Yeah. Oh man, that's something we're gonna discuss more onto the second or third video because I have a whole set of questions for that for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But overall, for us, thank you for being on here.
Yeah, no,
You
absolutely,
know,
man. It's always a pleasure to
yeah, it
be
was a
on
pleasure
here.
to have you, man.
Yeah, no, I'm honored to always be on here. So
Yeah,
it's always a great time. We got 2025.
yeah,
It's already here now, man.
2025,
You got any travel plans coming up?
bro. Miami, Colombia.
No, you can't say the list now. Whoa.
I'm just joking.
They're all business trip guys.
Yeah, business
They're
trips.
all business, okay?
Business trips. Men's mental health is not talked about at all. It's something that is ignored,
Yeah.
really. So I just want to talk about that more, and talk about things that can help you, help us, Please, if you have any advice, drop it in the comment below, because
Yeah.
I would love to talk about it or discuss it.
I think the best thing is that, it's crazy to me. Women have each other to help each other, right? They'll be on each other's
Yeah.
Instagram posts and
Exactly.
commenting crazy, but then us
Exactly.
men, we don't stay united. So I would say, right, I think it's great, even either definitely on his channel, do that, support his channel,
Yeah.
but anywhere, even on my channels, you can drop a comment, you can whatever
Exactly.
support you need. If you're older, right, and you have advice for the younger people, the younger generation, drop it, because if we can help the younger generation, we owe it to them.
Oh yeah.
Because someone helped us.
Yeah.
The elderly helped us. So it's a way that we pay it back forward.
Exactly.
And that way the younger generation gets better, because this world it's not headed in the right direction.
It's not.
And it's really on us to fix it and get it to a better point. So if we can all come together, let's support each other, drop some comments, and we'll definitely be back on here and talk about more videos, more related videos that can give you action to actually take care of yourself. Because there's a lot of videos on guys telling you how they can, what they can do, but no one tells you how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the biggest thing, is that we all want to know, okay, thanks for telling me to go get in shape, but how do I do it?
We'll be in the gym next time we do this.
Yeah, definitely. We'll make a gym vlog or something.
Yes.
I mean, if they want a vlog,
y'all want it, right?
I would say this: if they give us 250 likes, 250. If you guys give us 250 likes, we're gonna take them on our Miami trip.
Yeah, I heard it right here.
250.
250 likes.
250 likes on this video. 100 for a vlog for a day in life. 250, and we're taking them to the Miami trip.
To the Miami trip. Hey, listen, rated R.
I'm scared. Dude. I'm scared.
Guys, thank you for tuning in. Again, drop a like, drop a comment, okay? And hit that subscribe button, guys. All right. Faraz, what's your coaching page again?
It's Coaching by Faraz. Very simple. All social media platforms. It's Coaching by Faraz. So
listen, he's a high performance coach. If you guys need any coaching, any help, he's your guy. He's your guy.
Thank you.
That's it, guys, for Shifted Views, where we talk and discuss it all. I'll see you guys in the next video, and Happy New Year to all of you.
Happy New Year, guys. Junior, my man.
It was a pleasure. Thank you again for taking the time, because I know your time is valuable. You're always busy, man. You're always busy.
Trying my best, man. Just trying to help the world become a better place.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. God bless you. Thank you again.
All right,
guys. Later.